Catch up on this week's Port Charles. He has an agenda.
Who put you up to this? Tell me what you really want to know.
To find out her secrets.
I promise, Mama. He's gonna pay for everything very soon.
And he's determined to expose them.
Olivia Locke. So why don't you just tell me who you really are and what exactly you're looking for?
Don't miss this week's Port Charles Marathon. Coming up next, right here on SoapNet.
You look like you just polished off a triple sausage with pineapple all by yourself.
Well, if that was the problem, I wouldn't have had to call you up to meet me, huh?
Oh, anytime, any place, for any reason. You know that.
You know what? I think I'm beginning to rely on that a little too much these days.
No, you just go on relying. So if it isn't indigestion, then why the sourpuss?
I'm worried. I am really, really worried, and I don't know what to do.
About what?
Serena. So how's Allison Barrington? Any improvement?
Well, she's talking.
Well, that's something.
Not much. She doesn't remember anything that happened at the warehouse that night.
Well, maybe she's better off.
Well, unfortunately, Jamal isn't. He claims he killed Cedric in self-defense.
Oh, but she can't back up the story.
Exactly. And if the DA chooses not to believe him, then he could go to jail. And you know what the sad thing about this whole thing is? Underneath it all, those are two really decent kids.
Well, do decent kids get mixed up in things like this?
I did. Once upon a time. And not exactly a threat to society now, am I?
Not lately.
Well, Scott wouldn't have taken Jamal's case if he didn't believe
Are
in it.
you out of your intricate mind, Doctor?
Just follow the rules, Thornhart. And get the forms, filled out, filed. Otherwise, this community clinic of yours doesn't stand a chance.
I'll be scribbling like a monk in a stone cell for weeks. Unless there are one or two doctors of mercy looking on who may take pity in a poor, socially challenged bush doctor.
Oh, no. No, don't even think about it. I mean, don't go near that clinic if you're officially on duty at this hospital. If you want to do it on your break or when you're not working, that's your call.
Your generosity is exceeded only by your tremendous people skills.
Well, thank you. You flatter me.
You know, you try to help people with nowhere else to go.
Don't worry about Dr. Diamond Heart, okay?
Yeah, some of us think what you're doing is terrific.
Really? So, what do you say, doctors? You just gonna stand here looking pretty, or are you gonna give me a hand?
All right. So I'm assuming the blue ones go with the white file, and the yellow go with the white file. You go here. And... What is next?
Dr. Thornhart, did you really think you could open up a community clinic without having to dance the paperwork jig?
All I ever wanted was to make whatever corner of the world I'm in a little better than it was before I got there. And all these papers and forms and protocols, now what I went through all the schooling for. I've got a paper cut.
Wow. Well, I could teach you a few shortcuts.
What kind of shortcuts?
Okay, here, do these first, then this, and then these yellow ones, all right? Oh, these over here, they could wait. And this, you could accidentally lose them. They won't ever notice.
Ah, it's like a magician sharing the secrets.
Well, there's all kinds of ways to speed things up if you know the tricks.
Oh, and does she ever?
Well, being chief resident taught me a thing or two.
Right. And it seems like you learned a thing or two when you were away as well. After our rough beginning, I didn't expect you to lend a helping hand.
Well, considering the size of the chip on your shoulder, I never expected to see you with your hands free to do the work that really matters.
Oh, well, it's good to know we're still young enough to learn, isn't it?
This side of practicing medicine takes as much skill as being a good surgeon.
The whole idea behind this clinic is to find a place for anyone that the system doesn't have a pre-printed form for.
Incoming, doctors.
Oh, yeah, I'll get it. How about Chris? Oh, please, I can handle the Grinch.
Thanks, Lambert.
No problem.
Tell me again about the blue ones.
Oh, now don't let the blues get you.
Doctor with a sense of humor, I like it.
Let's get back to Serena in a minute. First, tell me about you.
What about me? I'm fine.
Fine. Define fine.
Fine. I mean, I'm not all the way fine. I'm getting okay, though. Every day seems to be getting a little bit better. You know, once I stopped focusing on all the things that were really wrong with my life, I seemed to improve a little.
In other words, you couldn't help but get involved, so you pulled yourself out and decided to help out Ian with his clinic.
Well, Dr. Thornhart did help me get over a hump, so to speak, but I really think Charlie helped a lot, too.
Who?
Charlie. She's this teenage girl, a runaway I met in the park. I started talking to her. She was very scared, and I had to help her for some reason, and actually, I moved her into the hotel with me. She's staying there.
You mean you took an astray?
No, I really helped someone who needed help, and I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, but don't do that, because that's not true. I wasn't looking for a replacement or anything. I mean, she needed a room, I had a room, and I had room in my heart, but not that kind of room. Does that make sense?
Yes. I think you're following your instincts. That's a good thing, and you'll never hear me say otherwise. Well, I might have said otherwise if you'd taken her in a week ago, but right now, I think helping Charlie and helping Ian with his clinic are clear signs that you are on your way back. Bet it feels good.
It did. I mean, it started to until, Serena and Scott got back from Canada.
Why? What happened?
Serena just asked me one simple little question, and I was completely at a loss to answer it for her.
Well, she's trying to understand,
I
Lucy.
know, and I want her to understand. I want to give her answers, because she senses it. She knows everything's not right with me. She knows everything's not right with Scott, and everything's not right with Scott and me. And I just want to explain everything to her, but I can't.
When things were at their worst, she must have felt like she was going to lose you.
I know, and it's awful. And I want to make it up to her. I want to reassure her. I want to make sure she knows she's safe and secure and that I love her very much. But I can't find the way to do that because I don't seem to even find the answers for myself right now.
But you'll get them, Lucy. You'll get them.
Oh, Doug, I want to. I want to so badly, but how? Please, just tell me, what should I do, huh?
So what do you think, fate or coincidence?
Well, maybe it is fate running into each other so soon.
Well, you know, you stick around long enough in this town, you'll run into everybody you never wanted to see again. Port Charles isn't really that big a place.
Well, it's big enough when you're new in town.
No, it only gets smaller.
It is already.
Really? What do you mean?
I read a couple articles about your wife's trial. Not that I was looking or anything.
Yeah, just doing research, huh?
Right. On the hospital.
So what do you know, exactly?
Well, I wasn't reading all that closely, but I couldn't help but wondering...
What?
How is she now? Your wife? I mean, how'd the trial end up anyway? I mean, I know she got off and everything.
Who the hell do you think you're kidding?
What?
Who put you up to this?
Nobody.
It was Scott Baldwin, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Answer me, damn it! How much is Scott Baldwin paying you?
Trying to upset you or anything. I was just interested, that's all.
Yeah, interested in cash, maybe. Tell you what, how about I pay you to back off, huh? Would you like that?
I'm not, I swear. I don't know who you think I am, but no one's paying me to do anything.
Oh, come on, you're trying to tell me you don't know Scott Baldwin?
No! I shouldn't have asked anything or said anything. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say or do.
All right, look, sorry, let's just sit down. We'll get a soda or something and relax, okay? Here, I'll buy if you go grab them.
If you're sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I'll have a diet, anything, and whatever you want.
All right. I'll be right back.
Okay. Now I'll cool off a little.
Okay.
Olivia Locke.
Diet Cola for you. Mineral water for me.
Thank you.
Anything else you want?
Yeah, how about the truth?
But I told you.
No, you told me you weren't snooping for Scott Baldwin, but you were snooping, weren't you? So why don't you just tell me who you really are and what exactly you're looking for?
Okay, what's the problem?
It hurts like heck if I try to straighten up.
Well, then try not to do that right now. You needed me for an important consult.
Yes, we have a patient here with a chronic problem and no insurance, and I think he fits the profile perfectly for...
The clinic. Patient A, where's his chart?
Right here, soft tissue, and I've already got the x-rays ordered.
How did it happen?
Lifting weights. But I did that all through high school and never had this problem.
Well, you're not in high school anymore, Dorothy.
That's what my wife used to tell me.
Oh. Are you married?
Divorced. Oh, in lots of pain. Oh. You remind me of her.
Why, 'cause she's hurting you?
Very funny. Do you have any children, Mr. Green?
No, just me.
So, no immediate family?
No, or extended. How about you?
He's talking to you.
What? Oh, how about me what? Am I married? No, not with all this filing going on.
Sometimes the perfect girl's right underneath your nose. That's how it happened for me. At least until she wasn't anymore.
Well, who's got time to look?
Well, Dr. Lambert's a very attractive woman.
And happily married. Thank you very much. And besides, how do you know if I'm attractive or not? You haven't even seen my face.
But I've seen your shoes. My ex-wife, Rebecca, wore the same kind.
Well, she has good taste.
She married me. Then she married someone else and moved to California.
Oh. Well, she has good taste in shoes.
Serena's scared, Lucy. That's normal, but that means you have to find a way to let her know that things are going to be all right.
Everything's not all right, though.
Deep down, things haven't really changed between you two.
No, not between Serena and I. It's just, I don't know if she'll believe that, given the way things are between Scott and I.
Do you think things are going to stay the way they are between you and him?
I still love him. But my feelings towards Scott are all mixed up in my feelings about Christina, the loss of Christina. It's all mushed together, and how am I going to make Serena understand that when it's something I can't understand myself?
Tell her what you know. Tell her the steps you've taken. That every day you're a little less confused and a little less scared than the day before, right?
Right.
Well, if she can see that you're moving past your fear, maybe she can too.
Mom!
Well,
hey,
what do you know?
Oh, there you are. Wait a minute. Where's Charlene?
Oh, she's over there. She couldn't find a place to park. So...
Charlene, hey, I got her.
Well, I'm gonna go because I have to get back to work. Call me later?
Yeah, sure.
You. I'll see you before you know it.
Oh, you better.
No, I promise.
Hey, thanks. Thank you. Okay, so a big pizza pie, what do you say?
Sounds good to me. How
Okay.
about we get a big pizza pie and we'll take it home and eat it there?
Oh, sweet pea.
Are you never coming back home?
We hung out at the firehouse yesterday, didn't we? The other day we hung out, we had fun, didn't we?
No. I mean, actually moving back.
Okay, here's the truth. You deserve the truth. And I have been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of thinking about that. It's just with everything up in the air right now...
Between you and Dad.
Yeah. I'm just not sure if it's the right thing to do right now.
But it's just gotta be. Because if you do move back, then it's one less thing that's gotta change. And I liked it all the way it was.
I know you did. But see, life is about change. Everything changes. That's the way it goes. Well, except not everything. Not one thing. You have this great big place in my heart, and that will never, ever change. It's there forever and ever and ever, no matter what happens.
No, but nothing will be the same till you and Christina come back. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry I made you feel bad.
Don't you see, you could never make me feel bad. It's okay, no matter what you say, no matter what you do. Listen to me. That place in my heart is always there, no matter what happens, no matter what you do, okay? And you will always have these arms to run to if you need me, and that's forever. I hope you understand that, sweet pea. I hope you do.
Saturday.
Here you go. You know what we got to remember here is that changes are never really easy, and whether you like them or not, well, you just have to go along with them. You can't pretend they didn't happen.
I know, but I still liked it the way it was.
You know what I'm learning is if you just keep moving forward, sometimes you end up in a familiar place again.
Just like when you go around the block, and then you end up at home again.
Yeah, exactly. And you gotta remember, whether Christina is here with us or not, hey, she is still your sister. That will never change.
Never, ever change. Just like when you really, really love somebody, right?
Yes, right. Just like I love you and you love her. We gotta think about something here. I want you to never, ever be afraid to mention Christina again. We have to not be afraid, okay?
Okay. Pinky swear?
Pinky swear. Okay, arm wrestle.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, you got me. Again? You got me? Okay,
Yeah.
2 out of 3. Go.
So what do you think?
About what?
Oh,
He's doing all right.
he's hopeless.
He's a smart guy. He'll figure it out.
So what about you? You're back. You're in control of your life again. Maybe a little bit too much control in a certain aspect of it.
You stand there whispering another minute, and I've got to warn you. I'm not above asking you to pitch in again.
Oh, well, actually, one of us is willing and available. And since the two of you worked so well together before, that, you know, I mean, you just don't find that every day. So discuss amongst yourselves.
Subtle, isn't she?
No.
Oh, Kevin, look. Aren't they adorable?
I begged you not to set up Allison and Jamal.
And I didn't.
No, you just found another way to play matchmaker.
Well, sometimes two people just need a little push.
And sometimes a little push can turn into big trouble. The kind you don't expect to see coming.
Trust me, this won't.
Okay. The whole truth and nothing but. My mom kind of needs help. And I read about this doctor, Rachel Locke.
Go on.
Well, in the articles about your wife's trial, the psychiatrist who took care of her, I thought if she could get her out of a situation like that, maybe she could help us too.
Us meaning you and your mother.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the whole story? All of it?
All the important stuff.
Okay, then. Thank you for trusting me. And I'm sorry I flew off the handle earlier. I just get touchy about what happened with my wife.
You don't have to apologize. I only read a few of the articles,
It's,
so
you know
I don't
something,
really
it's really not that important. It's okay. But hey, I have to get back to the hospital. But if you're serious about Dr. Locke and your mom, why don't you give me your phone number and we'll get together.
Great.
Yeah.
I should be going too.
Charlie, right?
What?
Your name. Charlie, short for Charlotte?
Oh, right. Here's my number. It's my cell phone.
Great. I'll call you as soon as I know my schedule.
I appreciate it a lot. And I'll wait to hear from you.
And you will. Real soon, I promise.
Well, see ya, I guess.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, Charlie. Hello, Livy.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles.
Next Port Charles.
I think we should have lunch Monday.
You know, that'll be great.
We'll sit down, we'll talk about your mom, Dr. Locke, and we'll come up with a plan together.
This isn't about stealing.
If you ever come near another one of my patients again, I'll have your license revoked.
Who would think that there could be so much action in a small town as there is in Port Charles? But with love, money, and power at stake, the action may never end. Check out the mayhem on Port Charles, coming up next on SoapNet.